Happy Halloween, and hope you're having a good one in the year 2023, as well as things going on around here. Something good, something alright, something mediocre, and something not that great. And something really, really terrible. So let that sink in for a minute. And hello, everyone, LBT once again. And welcome back to another LBT live stream / Q&A or anything. And this one is on Halloween in the year 2023. And hope you're having a good one. And hope you're trick or treating and all that. And yeah, I was very close of doing this LBT Halloween one, but suddenly things went on and all that stuff. And then yeah, I was very close of doing this Halloween live stream, but suddenly this and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I decided to I decided to do a standalone like that, like your typical average standalone Halloween live stream as usual. So yeah. Oh, hello, Shamer. My Power Ranger friend, the bestest Power Ranger friend in my LBT live stream, and yeah, hope you had a good one, buddy. Because I had mixed feelings because I was very uncomfortable whenever something happens and all that. So yeah. Hey, Mr. Down Diego. There you are, buddy. And hope you had a good LBT live stream, or in this case, Halloween. Sorry, Halloween live stream. My bad. Don't know why I have to put LBT whenever I say a lot of titles and all that stuff, because my channel is LBT related, and so were the people who supported me and all that. So for that, happy Halloween and hope you had a good one. So stay tuned. Well, luckily the two of you have came on to my Halloween live stream as usual. Not to mention, I had a profile pic, which is Void Knight from Power Rangers Dino Fury, one of the villains in the Power Ranger franchise, and he's kind of cool after all. And I like Void Knight. Void Knight is somewhat intimidating for a children's show, especially for Power Ranger standards. And I hope you guys enjoy my uh, LBT shorts for Halloween, especially these three ones I uploaded recently. And the first one that I did got 1.5k views, so that's a win-win. While the others are catching up, maybe they'll get like a 1k. So yeah, Void Knight. Yeah, I like Void Knight. I mean, he is one of the most intimidating villains in the Power Ranger franchise, especially how he showed up in Dino Fury. Was he as good as Mesogog? No. Or maybe like Sledge? Not even close. But for what he is, he is somewhat of a good character in Power Rangers Dino Fury. It's kind of a shame that Void Knight never showed up in Cosmic Fury, only in human form, which I can understand. Yeah. I actually like Void Knight in Dino Fury. He kind of reminds me of Korag from Power Rangers Mystic Force, the Wolf Warrior, the evil Wolf Warrior, the one that was like, yeah, trying to intimidate the Rangers and trying to roast them and put them into fights. I did, and I like the shorts. Thanks, buddy. You do you do learn how to put a smile on people's faces, especially those who. Oh, yeah. And I really hope you guys enjoy my little tribute that I did, especially how I used the soundtrack from Speckles the Tarbosaurus and then put it in my uh, tribute between Prehistoric Planet and Life in Our Planet Rex. Yeah, they're both accurate in the slightest. Instead of using movie dinos or things I like, I decided to take a little accuracy approach with Prehistoric Planet and Life on Our Planet Rex. Put these two Rexes together, and then you get a tribute. So, oh, hello, Hulkster. Nice to join in. Nice to join in with the crowd. Nice to join in. Did you see my last video for Halloween? No, I have not yet seen it, but I might check it out for what they were going for and all that. So, at least there's John Avenger. And I also heard that he did a commentary for Happy Halloween 2023, Scooby Doo, and the Gourmet Ghost of Livestream. Gourmet Ghost. Very funny. And not to mention, he did one of those stuff, so I'm going to give a shout out to John Avenger. So, John Avenger is kind of cool. And yeah, I'm actually surprised that he's doing a live commentary for Freebirds. Yeah, Freebirds. Watching Freebirds, I don't think it's that bad of an animated film. Sure, the human designs are hideous and all that, but I don't think it's that bad. Hey, Krill Studios, happy Halloween, man. Happy Halloween. I went trick or treating with my mom, dad, and my little brother. Oh, that's nice. And I hope you got your Halloween costume and all that because, man, 2023 has been a big roller coaster. Roller coaster, I tell you. Cinematic excrements. Top 10 things I hate about movies and all that. Think I might check that video out. Top 10 worst horror films of the 2010s. Yeah, I don't think it's that. Like, I dressed up as Sam Raimi's Spider Man for Halloween. That's interesting. That's interesting. When I heard that John Avenger was like the real Disney with Disenchanted, Aladdin, Lion King, Goofy movie, Aladdin, oh, Frozen. Yeah, I think I'm starting to lose interest in the Frozen franchise, especially with the first film because, yeah, I'm not the Frozen hater completely. I remember seeing the first movie back in 2013. I remember seeing it like 3 times in a row, and it's kind of nice. It's not it's not the best things I've ever seen, but for what I can tell, it is decent on its own. Still better than that sequel, Frozen 2. So the first film is decent. The second film sucked. That's all I have to say. I was Venom in the Marvel comics. Venom. The Venom. Oh, yeah. You were dressed up as Venom in the Marvel comics. That's nice. And not from that 2018 movie. Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. Is this another April Fool's joke, or is it like a Halloween/April Fool's joke? Either way. Or not to mention, I also did another Halloween live stream back in last year, 2022. What is your opinion on Venom 2018? I say it was decent. It's decent, but not perfect by any means. I also heard that it has like backlash and all that stuff. Like some people like it, some people hate it, and some people think that it was mediocre or forgettable and all that stuff. I've seen the first Venom movie and it was kind of nice. Not to mention, my mom has seen it, and I don't know what she thinks of the first Venom movie. Funny how that I watched Spider Man. Funny how that my mom watched the first Venom movie, and then I watched Spider Man Homecoming. That was in 2019. But from what I can tell, it is kind of a long story. So as for now, yeah. So my birthday, I did 3 tributes and 3 videos. Because as for this Halloween, I'm only gonna do 3 Halloween tributes, and that's just about it. Because last year I only did like 6. Yeah, 6 Halloween tribute videos. No joke. And they were like, holy, holy moly barnacles. What's your opinion on Venom Let There Be Carnage? Yeah, I've not seen it, and I have no plans of seeing it. I might give it a test and all that stuff. I also heard that some people said weren't fans of that one as much as the first film and all that, but yeah, from what I can tell, I think it is kind of a nice touch to it. That's like having scales. You have to give scales to make it rough, or give it feathers, just a nice soft to the touch. What the Barnacles? The Truman Show from Nostalgia Critic. What the Barnacles? Dare to compare both Lion King and 2019's Lion King. Okay, I might as well check out this one for Power Rangers Turbo. Wait a minute, Power Rangers Turbo? Drum beats? Well, let's see how that goes. Because I remember seeing that Power Ranger theme music with the Red Ranger from Power Rangers in Space. So, yeah. The Incredible Hulk is one of my favorite films from 2000 and 2008. Huh. Walk the dinosaur. I'm gonna. My The Incredible Hulk was my favorite MCU movie. I've seen The Incredible Hulk, but for what? Yeah, I don't remember that film that much from The Incredible Hulk, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of what they're going for and all that stuff. But I mean, watching 2018 Incredible Hulk felt like watching something like. I think it kind of reminds me of The Amazing Spider-Man because you know how that film went, and I might as well touch The Amazing Spider-Man and all that because that movie was a doozy, very a doozy board fest. Like seriously, the Dark The Dark Knight was my favorite movie of 2008. Same here. Oh, no, I mean that's good for you, buddy. My real favorite film from 2008 would have to be Kung Fu Panda and Journey to the Center of the Earth. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda and Journey to the Center of the Earth. Those are my actual favorite movies of 2008. Because I like especially Journey to the Center of the Earth, where they have a Giganotosaurus that was like walking through this desert place in the third act, and then the Giganotosaurus just cracks and then it falls over like that. Like it kind of sucks that the Giganotosaurus doesn't get enough screening time. It only shows up in that guy's dream from the beginning, and then towards the third act. I mean, I like the look of the Giganotosaurus here. It looks a lot like a Tyrannosaurus, but added three finger hands. I think it's basically a recycled V-Rex model. A V-Rex model, take out the overlapping teeth, and take the crocodilian-like scoots, and boom, you get your Giganotosaurus right there. That's an albino Giganotosaurus. Yeah, it is a Giganotosaurus, but it's more like a brownish white. And then Mizrani was like, "Oh, it was white. Didn't tell me it was white." Oh, and yeah, and Hulkster's like, "I didn't like the Amazing Spider-Man. Me neither. I didn't like the first film. It was boring as hell. Like, what were they thinking of rebooting the Spider-Man franchise? If you want to reboot the Spider-Man franchise and then do a story, you gotta at least try something new, like outside the box and all that stuff. I appreciate recasting actors and all that stuff. I appreciate them, but the biggest issue is the execution. I mean, the movie needs serious execution and all that. Like, yeah, yeah, I didn't care about most of the characters in the Amazing Spider-Man. I thought that guy was Flash was all right. At least he wasn't kind of a dork to Peter. I'll admit that he was kind of a dork to Peter somehow throughout most parts of the movie, where he apologizes to Peter after his uncle was killed off by a murderer and all that type of stuff. And not to mention, there's also this guy who's the same actor who played Simon Masrani from Jurassic World. Rest in peace to that actor. I mean, he is kind of nice, but he doesn't get enough screening time. And yeah, the biggest problem I have with this movie is that some of the characters feel out of place. Like, yeah, with Peter's family, like Uncle Ben and Yeah, like I was saying, the biggest problem I have is with Uncle Ben's character and Aunt May. I mean, those two family members are somewhat mean spirited characters. They just they just went up to Peter and then end up being like rude family members. Like they're not just characters that I want to see in a movie. They are horrible people. Like this uncle and this aunt just bullying around their nephew for no freaking reason. Especially Peter coming home from this, and then Uncle Ben was like, "No, don't answer that. You own your end an apology like that." And then Aunt May was yelling at Peter for not getting the eggs. Like that is the most childish things that I've ever seen from these people. Like, I mean, what kind of what kind of family members treat their own kid like garbage? Is this like the Harry Potter films all over again, where the Dursleys were being rude to Harry when he was like younger? I mean, that is just mean spirited, especially with the uncle and aunt, Uncle Ben and Aunt May in the Amazing Spider-Man. Those guys are mean spirited people. I can't stand them. Hello, Tyrannotherium. Well, you just made it on time. Happy Halloween. And I hope you enjoyed your Halloween because I certainly had mixed feelings on it. Not to mention it was cold in my area. It's just as cold as a refrigerator or the freezer. And I hope you enjoyed my tribute with the Rexes. Peter Parker in The Amazing Spider-Man doesn't act like Peter Parker from the comics. Oh, is it like is it oh, Andrew Garfield. It doesn't have to be from the comics. It could be any other kid and all that type of stuff. Like most actors do in real life. I don't mind Andrew Garfield. I don't mind him. He's a good actor. I think he's okay as Peter Parker, but as Spider-Man, I think he could pull it off. But is it as good as Tobey Maguire's? Absolutely not. But the biggest problem is with the execution with Andrew Garfield, and not to mention the suit looks ugly, really, really ugly. I mean, it doesn't even look like a Spider-Man suit to begin with. Like, what's with the blue hands? Like, and what's with the? I mean, I hate the suit in the movie. It looks ugly as hell. I mean, at least they managed to do better with the suit in the sequel, which the Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a better movie. Sure, it has problems, but I might get through that. But yeah, yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man. It's just that, man, the Amazing Spider-Man is nothing but a waste of potential time. I mean, even as a kid, I didn't care about the Amazing Spider-Man, and up to now, I still did not care about the movie. I mean, the movie was boring. It's way too long. It's too slow, and I did not care about the Amazing Spider-Man. The only thing that I would care about the Amazing Spider-Man is the sequel, and that was it. Oh yeah. Well, looks like I have to go to bed. Good night. See you tomorrow, November, and happy Halloween. Well, Creel Studios, thanks for coming over, man. Thanks for coming over. Oh, you too, Mr. Down Diego? Okay. Well, It was cold here as well. Seriously, in your area? Didn't even know about it. What a surprise. Seems like you and I had a lot in common. Tomorrow, I can't wait to review Tracy Old Ford. I've never been the fan of the suit. Oh, is it the Amazing Spider-Man from the first film? Because yeah, the lizard has a bad the lizard has a bad design. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the lizard in the movie. I mean, he barely resembles the lizard from the comics. I mean, it looks a lot like something that came right out from Primeval rather than some Spider-Man related comics. It just feels out of place. But I will say this. At least it's better than many of the creature designs in the 65. Like, do you have to give the lizard human face? The lizard in the comics looks way better. I can agree with you a lot more. The only Spider-Man character that I would, and I might as well check out that Spider Verse video that. Oh shoot! Might as well check out that Spider Verse video that you just did here. Godzilla, this is Halloween. Oh man, I like your live streams, Hulkster, where Spider-Man has to fight off the Kingpin, and then, nice playlist of the moment, especially from Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I mean, I like Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It's a pretty good cartoon, in my opinion. I like that cartoon. There's Jacob Martin. No problem, buddy. Tracy Tracy Ford. Oh, that is kind of nice. Not to mention Rachel's reviews, 2000s animated Oscars and nominees are. I oh yeah, Rachel's reviews. For 2000. At least she said something nice for Dinosaur, at least for once. Or maybe she'll do it again for another video and all that stuff. But again, it's just, eh, it is what it is. Yeah, Chicken Little, Home on the Range, and The Wild. Don't get me started with that movie. The Wild. And there's also V-Rex versus Philosophucus. Philosophucus. Huh. And there's this guy with the ranking of the 2000 animated villains. Yeah, because all I see here is that guy from Treasure Planet, Crone from Dinosaur, Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, Ali Muslim from Home on the Range, Bowler Hat Guy from Meet the Robinsons, Rourke from Atlantis the Lost Empire, and Shadow Man from Princess and the Frog. Wouldn't that be cool if they add like the Carnotaur from Dinosaur? Like the Carnotaur was a better Disney villain than Crone, and he got more screening time than Crone ever did. I hate Zilla. Is it the 1998 Godzilla movie from Roland Emmerich? Because that that movie was junk, complete utter junk. I think I need to turn off that light. Give me a moment. Yeah, this video. That video is not that bad. From this guy named, I can't even pronounce his actual name. It seems kind of weird, but it is kind of interesting ranking up all these Disney villains from 2000. It would be better if the Carnotaur was there. So the Carnotaur would have been a better fit, but it is what it is. Chicken Little is a bad Disney movie. Yeah. I mean, there's barely even a villain in Chicken Little. Because the only I'll give you this. The only villains that they have in Chicken Little are these bullies from school and then the alien robots. Those are the villains in Chicken Little. I mean, so how come they didn't show up in that list? I'm just saying. Or maybe they're just doing it for gags. I don't know. But when I was watching Chicken Little, I don't I don't think there's any villain that is evil. There's barely a villain in Chicken Little. Like, what's the point? Sure, some Disney movies don't have villains or needed a villain and all that stuff. Even Pixar's Inside Out. There's barely a villain in that movie too. And even with the first Claudia with the Chance of Meatballs movie, maybe except for the mayor, but I don't think the mayor has done anything that evil before. But and even Sing, the first Sing movie, yeah. So I'll be right back. Just gonna I just came back. Sorry it took so long, and even Brother Bear doesn't have a villain. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Thanks, Hulkster. Not to mention with Ralph Breaks the Internet and Frozen 2, as well as Encanto and Strange World. I don't think they even have a villain. I think I might as well check that movie again. But as for the modern day Disney animated films, after, yeah, especially with Frozen, Big Hero 6, and Zootopia, that's where they start throwing in twist villains for no other reason. This happened with Hans from Frozen, with Professor Callahan from Big Hero 6, even Don Bellwether from Zootopia. Can you please stop throwing in twist villains? Because it seems kind of pointless, especially with Bellwether from Zootopia. Because that right there is a perfect example. Why not to throw in twist villains and all that? Because when you give us a character that is good and then turns evil, it all falls apart. Like, even with Pixar or other animated studios outside of Disney, they know how to do twist villains in the right way, especially with other media. Well, back to my position in square one. Square one to square five. And, well, time for me to check and mate. Seriously, I actually like this animation style. This stick knot animation where they have to put the Statosaurus from Peter Jackson's King Kong fighting the Velociraptor from '65. I mean, give us actual dinosaurs in '65, or bring back the V Rex from Peter Jackson's King Kong, or bring back the dinosaurs from Primeval, or even the Jurassic games. That dinosaur, uh, that dinosaur movie from 2018. Yeah, like I was saying, that dinosaur movie from 2018, where sure the dinosaur models may not. Uh well, this is going fine. Eh, well, it's kind of surprising that I'm gonna watch like other, yeah, like I was saying. You know what 65 would have been better? 65 would have been better as like a, you know, as a straight up dino movie for television and all that. Not to mention with oh yeah, bring back some dinosaur villains or characters as I'm saying. Sorry. Sorry if I'm not mistaken or anything, but what I'm trying to say is the movie would have been better. Just bring back the V-Rex or bring back the Venatosaurus. Or as a matter of fact, bring back the dinosaurs from the Jurassic games. I mean, wouldn't that be cool for 60, for 65? Wouldn't that be awesome? Sure, it wouldn't be as good as the Jurassic World movies, but at least it would have been something. Oh yeah, life on our planet, Tyrannosaurus, Rexy and the volcano. I actually like the Rexy series, and it was made by a YouTuber named Pangea Never Ending World. And not to mention that music video was kind of cool. Rexy and the Hungry Birds, those are actually pteranodons. And pteranodons are not dinosaurs. Can't wait to review Ice Age with you. You sure? You're sure as happy, man. Man. Well, I'm gonna see the older Rexy media because that looks kind of nice. And well, I mean, watching that old Rexy movie felt like watching an old animated stuff like from DreamWorks or something like that. Because the animation style, the older one that came out from 2009, I think it kind of reminds me of Shrek. The very first dinosaur project. And yeah, well, while I watched this, I decided I decided to prepare for my dinosaur figures, and we'll see how that goes. Give me a moment. It's like taking a stroll to the woods 65 million years ago. Rexy versus Carnotaur from Dinosaur would be cool. Yeah, it'll be cool for fan fiction. Or how about bring One Eye versus one of the Tyrannosaur characters from Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, especially from the fourth and fifth season. Sure, I may not be the biggest fan of Camp Cretaceous 4 and 5, but I like the Tyrannosaur designs. They're kind of nice. Man, I like that Rexy. The first video that Rexy ever did. I mean, it was from 2009, but then in 2020, things went uh, things went a lot more smooth and silky. Hell, I can understand why they have to bring back the Rexy franchise just to upgrade the dinosaur models. They upgraded the dinosaur models, except for Rexy. They have to upgrade his model quite a bit to make him more like, oh yeah, like Junior from Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain, which I can understand that. And I mean, all this from 2009 seems really cool at that time, even if the dinosaur models look kind of dated, like the pterosaurs. These pterosaurs look like they came right out from Dinotopia, that TV show from Hallmark, long before the Abomination Dinotopia movie, Quest for the Ruby Sunstone, which Yeah, I did not like that movie. I thought it was an awful movie because of how terrible it really is. I mean, even as a kid, I I never knew what Dinotopia actually looked like. But thanks to this movie, I can start realizing that. But as for now, it sucked. Oh my lord. Man, Rexy just bumped into himself. Like, oh, looking this back in 2009, it feels dated. I mean, it looks nice from 2009, but the animation style. It looks the 3D animation style. It looks slightly outdated, but especially with the dinosaur models. But imagine if them being in the 2020s as centuries, then the dinosaur models look really cool. But don't get me wrong, I still like the dinosaur models there. They look kind of nice. Damn. I actually like the. And not to mention, in this 2009 style, Rexy has been given two fingers instead of three. But in the newer ones, he's been given three fingers. So that's a change to Rexy's character, just to give him personality, which kind of reminds me of Rex from We're Back in Dinosaur Story, even Rex from Toy Story, and even Chomper from the Land Before Time sequels. And not to mention that badly rendered Tyrannosaurus from Power Rangers Dino Thunder, especially with the first episode where that Tyrannosaur has been given like three digit hands while chasing Tommy. I'm tired of being this in denial, and all that stuff. I'm sick of it. Oh, look, there's a Triceratops. Huh, a Triceratops that is right in front of them. Granted, they have a Triceratops in the 2020s version, because that Triceratops in the 2009 version kind of looks like a rhino. It looks like a rhino. Man, the animation from 2009. Sure, the dinosaur models look dated, but at least it's kind of cool. And how Rexy is going on this typical fun adventure. Rexy is still Rexy after all. The most iconic dinosaur characters, and possibly one of the most famous dinosaur names of all time. Rexy the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And oh, look, a Spinosaurus that is right behind him. Uh, I have to point out that the coloring looks similar to the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. Uh oh. Oh, it seems like that Tyrannosaurus scared away the Spino. Wow. Huh, that is kind of nice. Yeah, Rexy. They always come. Rexy goes to Mama, funny. Man. Now there are three YouTube shorts and three upgraded ones. Rexy and Volcano. Rexy meets Mountain King, and Rexy and Hungry Birds. Can you imagine Rexy meeting up with the characters from Dino King during the Fire Mountain? Like, wouldn't that be like cool and all that? Like, seriously. Oh yeah, Lion King 2019 nostalgia critic reaction. Uh, and not to mention dare to compare. Oh, movie universe. He is a good friend of mine. Oh yeah, 2020 Disney animated villains tier list. Where's Bellwether? Seriously, where's Bellwether? Because the only Disney villains I saw on that poster is Gothel, the crab from Moana, King Candy, and Professor Callahan from Big Hero 6. Not to mention there's Harry Thomas's rant on Beauty and the Beast, the 2017 movie. Man, that's a hot take. Hot take, another reaction, another time. Loudmouth's review for Norm in the North. Oh, more like polar ass. Norm in the North. Weekend watch party, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Gotta be real here that I've been watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs the entire time. Why? Is because I wanted to do this for Halloween month. It's not just me being boring and all that, but here it is. LBT's cheerful and improved live stream, man. Oh, the F Disney poster. We own the night. Chicken Little from Mysterious Mr. Enter. The Italian Stallion 51 or Fabio. I like Fabio. I've never seen that video from Nostalgia Critic. The review for Hunchback of Notre Dame. Kuna Matata. Disney and canon, like Home on the Range. Yeah, Home on the Range. I think I'm starting to change my opinion on Home on the Range. Still better than Chicken Little in the Wild. And for those who are familiar with my LBT community post by saying that which Disney movie in the 2000s is worst, Home on the Range, Chicken Little in the Wild. Many of them picked the Wild. I'm not kidding. Many of them picked the Wild for how terrible it is and how Shaun the Sheep. Yeah, as soon as I'm done with this live stream, I'm gonna go to bed empty-handed. Empty-handed. Not completely. At least I got candy from trick or treating, and at least I got. Oh yeah, Red Death versus Smog. Oh look, there's Dinosaur Train, one of my favorite childhood TV shows of all time. I like Dinosaur Train. Dinosaur Train, Dinosaur Train, Dinosaur Train, Dinosaur Train. We're gonna ride the dinosaur train, dinosaur train. Time for me to watch some other things going on. Luckily, there's also the Meg 2, the Trance. Huh. As bad as that sequel actually was, at least at least there's a Tyrannosaurus in that opening scene. Wouldn't that be cool if they use it for 65? Like even Meg 2 had better dinosaur models than 65. The Cretaceous period, 65 million years ago. Why not use the dinosaurs for action and all that stuff? If they have like so many dinosaurs in Meg 2, then it would be so much better than uh, than 65. Because I also heard that movie had a straight amount of potential in it, but it was just wasted for no other reason. Holy cow. Even the dinosaurs from Transformers Age of the Extinction, they have better dinosaur models than the ones from 65. Sure, I may not like that movie, but at least they have these dinosaur like models and designs, and they felt like dinosaurs. It's kind of a shame that they some of them were turned into metal in the beginning of the film. Oh yeah, that T Rex from Meg 2. Hey LBT. Hey Dino 2 Mac. Happy Halloween, man. Happy Halloween. And I'm just arranging and watching, well, you guess who. Yeah, you see what I mean by this Tyrannosaurus? That Tyrannosaurus in Meg 2, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, C65, you see, you need to design these dinosaurs in your most perspective way or traditional. You didn't have to take giant lizards and put them as dinosaurs in your movie like that. I mean, no, 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 no. This is what we needed for 65. And thanks to Meg 2, I actually like the Tyrannosaurus in that. Sure, I may not like that movie nearly as much, but at least those are actual dinosaurs. But Meg, but 65. Gee, don't get me started. Have How are you doing in this Halloween event? Uh, it's a mixed bag between the positives, the negatives, and all that sort of stuff. So Oh yeah, and sorry I didn't have time to arrange up my dinosaur figures because I was talking about movies, media, all those other stuff. So if you guys want me to show them to you and all that, then that's fine by me. More power to you. Or was it the more power to you thing? I don't know. Either way. So, okay. Time to put my Carnotaur next to the Stego. Okay. I hope it's. And yeah. Yep. Decided to post my Dino characters right in front of the camera. And sorry for not doing that. Should have done that since before my. Man, what a big disappointment. As Shafril's always says, disappointment in the game of life. Like that. And, oh man. And I pretty much agree. Big time. So, well, at least I got my Spinosaurus. Since they haven't been in my live stream before, but time for them to show up. So, more like time for them to grow up. Sorry about that. I was making a fuss joke here. Not to mention Toro. Toro the Carnotaurus from Camp Cretaceous. Right there, next to Red Ranger, Dino Fury Red. And yeah. Time for me to. Yep, the Tyrannosaurus picks up one of those amphibian-like creatures. Huh? I'm not sure if they're making the Rex accurate, but I still prefer it over the one from 1 million BC, I believe. Yeah, that one. Uh-oh, here it goes. Ooh. Yep, the Megalodon picked up the Tyrannosaur, and yeah. And let me point out to you that Tyrannosaurus, Megalodons and Tyrannosaurs did not coexist. Megalodon never existed over 66 million years. It never even coexisted with dinosaurs. So I don't know why the hell they decided to. I don't know. It just felt off and somewhat out of place. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. King Kong trapped in Oh yeah, I watched Life on Our Planet, episode 3. And how do you think of it? Was it good, okay, bad, and all that stuff? I might as well do the review of Life on Our Planet by ourselves, since I could handle people's opinions, especially with the dinosaur models. So there's that. Heh, there's that. LBT mini reviews, shorts, and oh yeah, 65. 65 million years ago, prehistoric Earth had a visitor. Nope. I call nonsense. Absolute nonsense. I mean, watching 65 is like watching a big budget of silent movies. It's kind of like Age of Dinosaurs or Jurassic Attack or 1 million BC. You see where I'm going with all this? With the big budget dino nonsense with Jurassic Attack. Are you kidding me? In Life on Our Planet? That is not Archaeopteryx. It's Anchiornis. Can't wait to watch some horror stuff into it, like horror elements and all that. And Revolutionary Road, The Hard Truth, why Monsters University is the greatest underrated Pixar movie. I wouldn't go that far with Monsters University. After all, it's kind of good, but yeah. Great Mouse Detective. Why the Great Mouse Detective is an underrated gem. Spider Man Across the Spider Verse is, oh yeah, greatest, cleverest Pixar movies. Why Lion King is over. Rakutar, a modern masterpiece. Wreck It Ralph. I like Wreck It Ralph. My sixth favorite Disney animated film, on point with Dinosaur and the Lion King. And for what it is, Hercules, Disney's beautiful hot mess. I think I need to take a look at the dinosaurs from Age of the Extinction. It's funny how these movies have with age in the title, like Age of Dinosaurs from 2013, Age of the Extinction from Transformers from 2014, and Avengers Age of Ultron was from 2015. Hell, it barely has dinosaurs in Age of Ultron. Not to mention it came out the same year as Jurassic World. So yeah. Oh, surviving the age of dinosaurs. Oh, what a freaking brilliant idea. We'll see how that goes with 65. Well, whatever that is, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping for what they're going for. Because as I'm watching Life on Our Planet, I like the scene where the Tyrannosaurus and the juveniles are catching up to this Triceratops. It does bring me back to Mammals versus Dinos, where a Tyrannosaurus has to team up with the juveniles to catch up with the Triceratops, which is kind of a nice move. But here, I like what they're going for with all that. So I'm giving it a straight up 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 as a dino epic masterpiece. Over 66 million years in the making. I want official trailer for in December of Godzilla X Kong New Empire. Same here. Same here because, and not to mention, why not give up a trailer for Legend of the White Dragon? Also heard that you shifted the movie next year. Like, why do you have to do that? What's the point? But it is it is worth mentioning with Legend of the White Dragon. So as soon as this live stream is done, I might as well check out Life on Our Planet and then take more of the dinosaur footages for my tribute video. Because it is worth mentioning about those dino stuff and things are going on and all that. Might as well use the soundtrack for Brother Bear, Great Spirit, or On My Way, or yeah. Well, it is a good one for Halloween. And sorry if I overshadowed the dino villains like the Carnotaur, Toro, the Spinosaurus, and Gorgon. Oh shit! I need to bring the Indoraptor from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom because he was one of the big baddies from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, especially where he fainted being tranked, and then Ken Wheatley decided to use use just to take out one of his teeth. And yeah, that actually scared the crap out of me when I was watching Fallen Kingdom. For what I can tell, Fallen Kingdom is one of my favorite Jurassic films, hands down, and I can definitely see why. Some people like it, some people hate it. I'm with the people who liked Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Yeah, aside from my friends. Because I know my friends like Fallen Kingdom. There's plenty of people that like Fallen Kingdom. And there's plenty of people who liked it. So, there it is. Yep, the Tyrannosaurus was catching up with the Triceratops, and it is pretty nice. I like how these dinosaurs team up together to take down the Triceratops this big. I mean, it is massive. Huh. Man. I mean, a Triceratops that picks up a Tyrannosaurus. I mean, watching this felt like watching a National Geographic a documentary stuff with dinosaurs. Or why not send it to Disney Plus? And yeah, huh. I like the sound effects of these dinosaurs that they make. They not only borrow dinosaur sounds from Jurassic Park, but not but the sound effects from 2013's Walking with Dinosaurs, and even the dragons from How to Train Your Dragon. It's not just those two, but add How to Train Your Dragon for adding those sounds. So, yeah, there you have it. Triceratops. The Triceratops models are okay. They are they are what are they as good as prehistoric planets Triceratops? Not really. And they're certainly not better than the Dino Dana Triceratops. Because the Triceratops from Dino Dana is way cooler. Not only did it look accurate, but it had character inside of it. Dang. And then this next shot that I'm showing you, or in this case, telling you, where an Allosaurus was harassing the Diplodocus herd. I mean, watching this felt like a prologue to Jurassic World Dominion, where first, yeah, and yeah, damn. Not to mention Gorgon. Sorry, Gorgon. Didn't have time to show you up in this live stream event. And besides, it's Halloween. What do you expect? Not to mention, my brothers went trick or treating and we come back with nothing. And yeah, man, I don't think this Halloween is going to be as good as most people thought it would be. But from what I can tell, this Halloween is kind of a mixed bag between the good, the bad, and the ass side. So let that sink in for a minute. Let that sink in. Oh, look, there's my good friend Miguel. Hey, Miguel. How's it going, buddy? Huh? Oh, yeah. So while I'm doing something on my birthday, decided to watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Super Mario Bros. Oh, I was just watching that a million times on my birthday. Can't wait to review it. Another topic, another video. Now we're doing something for Halloween, especially for this Halloween day. So, yeah. Oh, and looking at the dinosaur models and life on our planet, especially with the Allosaurus. Like, I mean, it looks a lot like the Allosaurus from Jurassic World Battle at Big Rock. Like, why is that? Because I mean, is this Tarbosaurus the Mightiest Ever? Is this Tarbosaurus the Mightiest Ever all over again, where they have like the Velociraptors from Jurassic Park 3, while the Tarbosauruses look a lot like the Tyrannosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, JP3 Tyrannosauruses, and all that? Like, it would be cool for fan fiction, but it's a documentary. If it's a movie or a TV show for dinosaurs, you can do whatever you want with them. But if it's a documentary, you got to make them scientifically accurate as possible, or else this will never be and all that. But hey, I'm working on multi fandom version and Lions version too. So get ready. This new video will be reaction. Are you sure about this Dino T Mac? Because it feels okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Here you go. Oh, and not to mention, I actually like the Raptors in Life on Our Planet. They look actually kind of cool. The Deinonychus, like, what's with the black feathers? They look more like oversized Microraptors. And not to mention, I don't like how they have pronated wrists. The Raptors having feathers. Yeah, if they have feathers, their hands should be pronated like this. Pronate their hands like this, and not this. Like, I don't like it when raptors have feathers and then they pronate their hands like they're holding on scooters or something. They should be holding their hand. They should be pronating their hands like they're worshiping or something, not using your hands like you're on bicycle handles. No, 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 no. So that's one thing that bothers me about the Raptors. Hell, even Prehistoric Planet did a much better job with the Raptors. Unless if you want to anthropomorphize these raptors and all that. Huh? Life on our planet is a good dino, and but for the good, I actually like the Tyrannosauruses in there. I mean, these Tyrannosauruses are possibly one of my favorite creature designs in the documentary. Their roars, their their sound effects, and the coloring, especially the male. I like the red coloring, especially on the male Tyrannosaurus, and the tiny little scoots on there. Like they're not crocodilian like scoots. They're more like mosaic, kind of like a Carnotaurus, where a Carnotaur had these tiny oxioderms. Where, yeah, I like how these Tyrannosaurus is having these. Huh. If I want to make Tyrannosauruses like that, pay attention so you'll get used to these Tyrannosauruses as much as possible. Because these dinosaurs have been stuck in my entire mind, and I hate to admit it, but I think I like the Rexes here than the ones from Dino Dana. No joke. And no offense to the Tyrannosauruses from Dino Dana. I do like the Tyrannosauruses from Dino Dana. They may be my favorite Tyrannosaurus hands down, but when it comes to the coloring of the Tyrannosauruses, I picked the one from Life on Our Planet. So hard to beat down on front. Remember the time that I said that One Eye is one of my favorite T Rex models of all time? Well, my real favorite Tyrannosaur models has to be the one from Dino Dana because I do have nostalgic memories from Dino Dana when I was like 16 when the series came out, and I love the Tyrannosaurus. Not only does it look accurate to the real animal, but it looks like a Tyrannosaurus, hands down, because the yellowish orange, and the way that it does, and sometimes it has anthropomorphisms and all that. I mean, the Dino Dana Rex has got to be my favorite Tyrannosaurus models, hands down. So I'm gonna switch Mama Rex with that of the Tyrannosaurus from Dino Dana. Yeah, it is pretty nice. So let that sink in for a minute. timeline for, well, time for me to put some dinosaurs into Age of the Extinction. Dinosaurs or... Yep, the opening scene features dinosaurs in Transformers Age of the Extinction. And oh boy, alien invasion in dinosaur world. Is this like Chicken Little all over again where alien invasion just happens? It would be cool for fan fiction like aliens versus dinosaurs. But the way that they handle it, it just feels out of place. Huh. Age of the Extinction. Oh boy. Age of the Extinction. Man, I did not like that movie at all. It just looked... As much as I hate that movie, at least the dinosaur models in, yeah, Age of the Extinction. Because when I saw this, I was like, wait a minute, giant lizards? Are there giant lizards in there? I mean, that would be cool. Like, but turns out they're actually dinosaurs. I mean, the Psittacosaurus right there, and it had those quill knob like tail stuff. Take notes, 65. Take notes. Because that's how you put dinosaurs in your movie like that, rather than making them as giant mutant lizards that we see from the Amazing Spider-Man, the first Amazing Spider-Man film, where the lizard looked like something that came right out from Primeval and into a movie. Like, what in the heaping barnacles am I looking at? No one wants to see a giant greenish creature that came right out from Primeval and into a superhero movie. No one wants to see that. They want to see good storytelling, good action, and all that stuff. But no, Sony and the people like to fuck it up that badly. Oh, and enough with my rambling. Now it's time to get to the cool stuff. Yeah. Step aside, stand aside. And there. Yep. And not to mention, I was very close to wearing my Jurassic Park t-shirt, but I didn't have time for it. Maybe some other time. Jurassic Park, the first movie. I was about to watch the first Jurassic Park movie, but suddenly, why not take a look at the cool dino action scenes? And Dinosaur, the movie from 2000. And, oh, and not to mention, I also got this, Andy's Dinosaur Adventures, the American version. And, I mean, I really wanted to get this since 2016. I really wanted to get it when it came out. And the fact that I have it, huh. Andy's Dinosaur Adventures. I remember watching this when I was 13, and I do have nostalgic memories for this series. And that's how I got back to Walking with Dinosaurs, is because of this series, Andy's Dinosaur Adventures. Because you thought 2013's Walking with Dinosaurs was a thing. Well, Andy's Dinosaur Adventures was even more so. So I might as well check this out as soon as the stream is done. And then I got Lion King, which I got that movie along with me. Yeah, 2013's Walking with Dinosaurs from 20th Century Fox and the BBC. And I don't think the BBC logo is anywhere near here. Like, do you have any? Oh, never mind. It's right there. So 2013's Walking with Dinosaurs. And So that means I got 2 dinosaur media from the BBC. Andy's Dinosaur Adventures, which is a kid version of Walking with Dinosaurs, and 2013's Walking with Dinosaurs, the real edition or the deluxe edition. So I'm keeping these 2 with me at all times. Keeping these 2. And along with Lion King and How to Train Your Dragon, there you have it. As well as Dinosaur in the Mario Bros. Not to mention that there, Beauty and the Beast. Man, I like Beauty and the Beast. Not to mention, Beast was like, I thought I told you to come down for dinner. Will you come out, or I'll break down the door like that. Man, I really did not like the Beast from well. Well, that was a that was like, yeah, Lion King and the sequel curse. Okay, Disney. I hope it better be something good. Treasure Planet. Oh, that's your cue. We're gonna go for all that. And what's with the drama down there? And I'm tired of this drama nonsense. I'm sick of it. It's boring, repetitive, and downright nasty. The more I hate about the drama stuff, the more it makes me want to commit, like, I don't want to say it. Since the fact that this is Halloween, I can't even say the S word. Not even by a landslide. Huh. Like saying, Whoopa Gundam Star. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoopa Gundam Star. Sexy lady. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoopa Gundam Star. Sexy lady. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoopa Gundam Star. Like that. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Junebug. Happy birthday. Was your birthday on Halloween? Because if it is, then happy birthday to you, man. Not to mention Disney Dino 75's birthday was on the 30th, the same time as my brother. So happy birthday to him as well. And don't tell me that you want to do someone else's stuff and all that. Cause if you're just gonna come with this in my channel, then I have no idea. I like Treasure Planet. Same here. Treasure Planet is a good Disney movie in my opinion. It's not great by any means. It is somewhat of a good Disney film, especially in the 2000s. On point with Dinosaur and Meet the Robinsons, Atlantis, and Lilo and Stitch. To be fair, at least is in the same Disney year as Lilo and Stitch, which that was a good Disney movie in my opinion. So let that sink in for a minute. Oh look, there's Tiny the Tyrannosaurus from Meet the Robinsons by saying, "I have a big head and little arms. I'm not so sure why this plan was thought through, Master." Oh yeah, Tyrannosaurus from Meet the Robinsons. Oh yeah, I like uh, I like that Tyrannosaur from Meet the Robinsons. Yeah, one of my favorite Tyrannosaurs in media. My other favorite Tyrannosaurs. I think they're going for a realistic approach with the Tyrannosaurs, which it kind of reminds me of the dinosaurs from Dinosaur, where in that movie, I know they want to go for a realistic approach with these dinosaurs. Sure, they may not be accurate, but I can understand where the realism comes from, especially with the detail on all of these dinosaurs, even with the Dino King movies and all that. They may not be accurate, but at least they're a lot of fun to look at. And that there's an Asaur. I'm not the biggest fan of that Versanosaur. I mean, that looked kind of crappy and out of place. But at least they managed to get it right in the sequel, which I can understand that. And yeah, I like that Tyrannosaurus from Meet the Robinsons. I mean, look at him. It looks beautiful. It felt like it came right out from Dinosaur and into another Disney animated film. Hell, it also made an appearance in Wreck-It Ralph and in the arcade scene, which yeah, it is kind of a nice touch. So good job, Tiny the T Rex, and yeah, I like Meet the Robinsons. It's one of my third favorite Disney animated film, and the second my second favorite Disney movie in the post Disney Renaissance, along with Dinosaur. So there you have it. Meet the Robinsons. And yeah, the joke where the Tyrannosaur does that end. Not to mention, I remember going on that website of Meet the Robinsons as a kid, especially with the dancing Tyrannosaur scene. It is kind of nice and kind of a nice touch. So yeah, huh? It is kind of nice. I might as well go bee wee 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 like that. So there we go again. Huh? Big head and little arms. I'm not just sure why how well this plan was thought through, Master. Oh, it is funny. Oh yeah. Back to what I'm saying. My bad. Back to what I'm saying. Back to the Jurassic is trash. Yeah, that movie was awful. That's another time for Dino Time. And why the hell did they put Back to the Jurassic? Like, Back to the Jurassic. Back to the Jurassic. It doesn't feature dinosaurs from the Jurassic period. Many of them are from the Cretaceous period. And Salt and Sarcosuchus was from Africa and all that. I know they want to go for a fictional style of dinosaurs, which I can understand, but the movie felt unacceptable. Unacceptable that I wanted to feed bad dinosaur movies to One Eye. Right there. Oh, hey, One Eye. Happy Halloween, LBT. Ha 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 ha. Hope you had a good one because I'm coming out there. Okay, One Eye. Okay. You can go back to where you were. Happy Halloween. Okay. And One Eye is just there just so, yeah, just for Halloweenness. And not to mention with the Carnotaur from Dinosaur. So, yeah. Happy Halloween to those of you and all that stuff. So, hmm. Yeah, and not to mention with, yep, the Tyrannosaurus from the Rite of Spring from Fantasia. I'm not the biggest fan of Fantasia, but this Tyrannosaurus, I think they're going for a scary look and all that, which is nice, but yeah, the Tyrannosaurus, damn, it looks pretty intimidating for a children's movie. And I'm not even sure this movie is aimed towards children because, hey, animation could be for anything. Why not? No pun intended with that, but man, this Tyrannosaurus looks scary. At least he made it in some cameos and some Disney stuff. So yeah, because like I say with House of Mouse, if you couldn't add the dinosaurs from Dinosaur in House of Mouse, why not bring the dinosaurs from the Rite of Spring from Fantasia? I mean, just pretend that they survive and put them in your studio like that. I don't like the three finger hands. I'm not the biggest fan of three finger hands on Tyrannosaurus. I forgot the Tyrannosaurus from Fantasia. I have that scene in my channel. Oh, yeah. Okay, Hulkster. You can do that. And here you go. It would be a cool podcast for something, but I love. Yep, the Tyrannosaurus from the Jurassic games. The Jurassic games Tyrannosaurus Rex. And yep, this dinosaur right there. Sure, I'm not the biggest fan of the animation style, but you gotta at least put effort into your dino rolls. Just take the dinosaurs from Jurassic games and put them in 65. It's not hard. Or imagine if this being a high budget, then it would have made the movie so much better and all that stuff. And make the dinosaurs get more screening time. See where I'm going with all this? I mean, it looks kind of nice after all, so yeah. It is a nice twist, and I still like the Tyrannosaurus from, yeah, the Tyrannosaurus. Uh, I gotta be real that I like the Legend of Tarzan's Tyrannosaurus better than the one from Rite of Spring because that felt like a Tyrannosaurus. But as for the Tyrannosaurus from from Fantasia, kind of looks like a giant mutant allosaur rather than a Tyrannosaur that was, or kind of like a concept for Guanji from Valley of the Guanji, where that dinosaur was a mixture allosaur and tyrannosaur type of stuff. Because some people said that Guanji is an allosaur, some people say that Guanji is a tyrannosaur. Either way, either way. Yep, my favorite Disney villain of all time and my favorite dinosaur villains of all time. Meet the Carnotaur from Dinosaur. Arch and menacing, charm and menacing, have no mercy. Yep, happy Halloween. Ha ha ha. Yep, my favorite dino villains of all time, and for good reason. And I love this Disney villain. One of my favorite Disney villains and all that type of stuff. Not to mention my favorite dino villains of all time. So really cool and yeah. Well then that's just about it. And yeah. And I really hope you guys have a good one. And yeah, I'm about to end off this Halloween live stream. And yeah. And one more thing I have to go is Sharp Tooth from the first Land Before Time movie. So here we go. Happy Halloween. Well, happy Halloween to you too, buddy. And as for me, surprise! Happy Halloween! And oh boy, yep, that's a dinosaur you do not want to mess with. So happy Halloween! Yep, it may not look much, but it is what it is. So happy Halloween to these dinos and take care, everyone, and life would find a way as November of 2023 is about to begin. So happy Halloween. Well, and as for the rest of you, this will be the end of October 2023. No, literally, seriously. And yep, I hope you made it in time. So that's it. We're done. And fade to black. And well, let's fade out and I hope you have a good one. So, anyways, LBT here. See you guys later and have a good one as November 2023 is about to begin. Later. And remember, if something chases you or horrifies you or gives you nightmares, run and be safe. Later.